Good morning. Welcome to Morning Meditations. We are cold chilling. Today's day 90. Can you believe it? We are 90 days in to 2020. We've been dealing with a three-part series on buy, sell, and trade because of the economy and what we have been inundated with over the last really 3 weeks. Self-quarantine, federal quarantine, state quarantine, and people really now are trying to look at how to create some extra income. And so, as you guys well know, we here at Fig Tree Global, we have a marketplace ministry, which we make and manufacture world-class urban ministry gear. Alongside of that is we'd also do Bible studies sprinkled in between our business endeavors. Okay. As you guys well know, we are believers in the Most High God. We produce God Can, Snitch Artist, Echo Christ, I Am, Daddy Man. We produce a lot of different brands here at Fig Tree Global. So check out the links below. As you guys also well know, we are also in the midst of raising funds. We had a bookstore fire December 16th. We haven't mentioned that in a while just because life moves forward. And we thank those people who have been giving, who are still ordering gear. As you guys see, we came out with the new pink and the purple God Can gear, even in the midst of quote unquote shutdown. We're still working. And so today's day 90, very significant because how you start the year off is typically how you finish. And so we came out with pink and purple God Can. We launched our ministry homepage for the church where I minister at. We're launching our construction company. We had a construction company and we're bringing that back. We never really went anywhere. We just didn't have any social media and no online presence. And so we're launching that back up, North Star Construction. So shout out to that. So I challenge you, do not take these days of quarantine lightly. Focusing on lock it in, figure out what you want to do, and then drill down on that, which leads us into today's subject matter. As you guys know, we've been dealing with Proverbs. Goodness, I forgot the Bible verse. We've been dealing with Proverbs. Let's go to my notes here. Well, we won't even go to that. It talks about diverse weights and diverse scales are an abomination unto the Lord. Okay, what do we mean by that? We're talking about people who change the prices, people who don't have the proper quality that they're promoting. And I'm bringing it down to where we can understand it, okay? I'm not trying to look at the scriptures from a literal perspective, like what is a weight, what is a scale, because those things can always be quote unquote debated based upon the interpretation in the language of Hebrew, Greek, and Aramaic. And so we're not here to debate that. We're looking at the principle of the scripture, which is God does not like people who have multiple prices, multiple pieces, or multiple units for different people. God is just, okay? God is not fair. He's just, okay? And that's a different subject matter. That might even be a video, but God is not fair. God is just. And what he wants us to be is he wants us to be just as well. So what do we mean by that? We've been talking about really buy, sell, and trade the last 3 days. This is part 3. In part 3, we're going to add the sauce, pardon the pun, to it, meaning that if you're going to get into buy, sell, and trade, obviously you know about eBay, obviously you know about Craigslist, obviously you know about Amazon, obviously you know about Facebook Marketplace, and you also know about Poshmark. Those are really the top 5 platforms in the modern era of buy, sell, and trade. Notice I did not mention a traditional retail store or a old school brick and mortar. Now, am I against it? No, because we have one. Okay, we have a traditional brick and mortar which we sell all of our stuff out of. So when you call in or when you email in or you online order, all of our gear gets shipped from our traditional brick and mortar, which is inside of a store, a mall right now, which by the way is quarantine, which that's a whole separate video in itself. So once again, day 90, Illinois number 9. What is the last piece to buy, sell, and trade? Here it is. You got to figure out what sells best for the platform that you choose. I'm going to say it again. You have to figure out what sells best for the platform that you choose. What do I mean by that? Okay. If you're a person who likes eBay, if you're a person who likes Craigslist, if you're a person who does Amazon, I know people that's all they do is Amazon. right? They buy, sell, and trade, and they use Amazon because it fits what they like to do. I know guys that are eBay guys. That's all they do is eBay, okay? And then there are also people who are Craigslist, which is more localized, okay? People who are Craigslist guys who are more localized. And then people who do Facebook are regional guys, because you can set the boundary like 50 miles in, 100 miles in, okay? So you have to pick and choose the platform that you're going to use for the buy, sell, and trade. And then that's the first piece. And then the second piece of that is you have to figure out what sells best on that platform, okay? Because everything doesn't sell the same on eBay that it does on Facebook Marketplace. Or things on Poshmark won't sell as best or won't sell as good if they were on Craigslist. So you have to figure out, first of all, what platform you like, and then second of all, what items are you going to be known for. And remember, I'm always the type of person, I anchor back to your own website. Okay, anchor back to your own domain. Anchor back to your own store. Yes, you're going to have an online platform if you want to be competitive. I tell people and teach people, anchor back. Promote your website. Promote your personal Facebook business page. Promote your personal, if you have a quote unquote, a Amazon landing page. You have to promote these things because people will become known, or they'll get used to coming to you first for certain things, right? So when our bookstore was up and running, people started coming in and start looking for Bibles from us. Of course you can get Bibles online. You can get Bibles all over the place, okay? But we had them local within a 200-mile radius. You could walk in and we had the largest selection of Bibles in our region, physically, that you can go and look at, touch, thumb through, smell, the whole ball of wax. And we were getting known for that. And then we had our bookstore fire. That kind of just went to zero. And then the quarantine, now you can't come in and look at it all, because obviously you can't come into the store because the mall has us shut down. So you have to figure out, number one, what platform you like. And then number two, what items you're going to sell on that platform. And then the third piece is you have to figure out what is the best sales price, because you don't want to be sitting on things forever. Case in point, okay, North Star Construction, which is our construction company. All right, we deal with real estate. So what benchmarks do we use in real estate? 90 days. So buy, sell, and flip, 90 days. New construction, 90 days to 6 months to close a deal. So you have to figure out what you want to sell on what platform. Then you have to figure out what's the best price for that platform. Why? Because you don't want to sit on your investment longer than 90 days. You should be churning over your money every 90 days if it's a buy, sell, trade, or flip. Anything past 90 days, you need to change your price. And I will challenge you with this. Really, at 30 days, if you're not getting any inquiries, or if you're not getting any kind of like on eBay, you can tell people save your post. All right, if you're not getting any kind of interaction after 30 days, and really 15 days, lower your price by $5. Don't just sit on it forever. Now, eBay's a little different because eBay is an auction site. So you should be getting people making bids really from the first 5 to 7 days. And if your price is too high, it's because you have the reserve too high. So lower that reserve, get your resources in under 90 days, 30 days preferably, because that's how bills work. So you want to be flipping that investment on buy, sell, and trade within 90 days. And figure out what platform you like, figure out what product you like, and figure out what price works best for you. This is your man Earl, once again, day 90, Illinois number 9. And remember, God does not like diverse weights and diverse scales. Be honest with your prices, be honest with your product, and be honest with your descriptions. Don't lose your online integrity because you're trying to make a fast buck. God bless you. God keep you. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.